Hi guys, welcome back to the channel.
You've actually both of us for a change.
I know. So I think the first thing to do is see if the fuel leaks are that bad that we've got that it'll actually start after being sat now for a day. If you'd like to get your keys so we can get in the front. Might not in the door pocket. I can get in the back, I've not locked the back door. Let's have a look. Isolator on. Ignition on. Fuel pump on.
Power splitters.
The funny shaped one that's gold.
Yeah.
But we still don't have a start button at the front at the moment. It's not been put back yet, but here we go. Right, well we do have a few issues. That brick was white. Can I put it under?
Okay, that's fine.
And we must be leaking diesel somewhere up here.
That's it. I think it's that injector there.
Yeah. Turbo's not on it now.
Yeah. We'll turn it off, put that bike on, and go from there.
That sounds like a plan, doesn't it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've almost just lost a finger.
Why have you just lost a finger?
Almost. That fucking pipe.
What
Yeah.
pipe?
That one. You're out of fucking air that's sucking in. Wow.
It might be why it's misfiring.
Yeah.
It might not be getting enough air to one of the cylinders. It might be just fuel burn off because there was quite a fuel leak back there.
Yeah, there's a couple of fuel leaks underneath.
Oh, I know. There's 3.
Gloves.
Well, we've got plenty of gloves.
Give me some gloves. Ready for your inspection? Bend over.
But it's happy it's running quick enough that it's exciting the alternator.
I've got this pipe.
That's
Do you
the
know
pipe.
where the flexi is?
The flex is down here.
Right, I've got to remember which way to put it now. I've got to remember which way this goes now. Move, Jenny.
Well, I think that side is the bottom.
That's right. It goes into an air radiator down there or something, doesn't it?
Yeah.
If I remember rightly. Yeah, it does. It goes like that. Haha. Dum-de-dum-de-dum-de-dum-de-dum-dum-dum.
It's easy with tools, we can actually film stuff.
I know. Alright, if I remember rightly, it goes into the side of that radiator. I'm going to go outside and have a look.
Yeah, because we've got to fix this tatty bus, haven't we? That's going to be a recurring feature for a little while.
Yeah. Right on the road too. I've half got it in.
Well, it's nowhere near the top here.
No, it's all on the air compressor.
Oh yeah, there's an elbow here, isn't there? For up here.
This is going to be as bad as getting the fuel pump. You know, the fuel tank.
Yeah.
I need...
Well, it's in up here.
Yeah, it's not going to be in and up there. Fucking piece of piss to do up there. That's where I left it.
It's in up here. Well, while you do that, I'm going to see if I can get a spanner on these. So, this pipe is back on. Now, this is the air intake pipe, which is fed from the filter. So, it might have a bit of a knocking noise when we start, because there is easy start in the filter.
Well, yeah, this goes through the intercooler.
Because I forgot that it wasn't connected when I tried to start it. But yeah, it goes from here, the air filter. This is the compressor intake through this pipe, so the compressor's probably taking a bit of the easy start. Through the turbo here, which is hot, and then the turbo comes off here, buggers off over there somewhere, buggers off down there.
So you've just been sucking air straight into the engine up there. You've not been going through the turbo. This goes through the turbo, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And then into the engine.
Yeah, so we'll have a better burn.
Yeah.
But the point was that it ran.
Without a turbo.
Yeah, the engine worked. That was the whole point in it. After all the negativity that we got off people, it's scrap, it's this, the engine fucking runs!
Right, we're tight. We're good.
Right, let me go and arm the fuel pump. We really need to sort this electrics out. Isolator on, ignition on, fuel pump live. Fuel return, I think.
This?
No, on the pump.
Right, okay. There it is, that's fine. Right, smoke.
Leak fit.
There is a slight bit of blue in it, but yeah, it could be that.
It was blue before. It was blue smoke before we started all this.
Yeah, it's not as much as that.
It's not been run for months.
No.
Right, well, we've got no music to stop, so we've got to go to the front.
Yeah, that's right.
I might scrap that emergency stop and just put a switch in at the back. Just to break the solenoid connection. That horn is fucking awesome.
Best thing we ever put on this bus, that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's a sigh of relief.
So we're gonna just see if we can button up this little bit of a leak that we've got. Then we'll try again, see if it's any better. And I think it's going to be a cleaning process because we've let the bus get into an awful state.
Yeah.
I'm so disappointed with ourselves, the state that we've allowed this bus to get into.
Well, it's more of just a storage shed, as we said not too long ago.
There is a few things that need to go to the scrapyard.
We can get all that sorted. Yeah, I think it's going to be a scrapyard and tip.
The suspension was going up. It's leaking.
That's fine. We're getting pipe sorted. And then I got for a bit.
Yeah.
And if we can, have you moved it around the yard yet, up from here?
I've moved it backwards and forwards. We've only got one gear.
Why?
Because we've got no gearbox actuator on it.
Okay.
So we've got gear 1 and reverse.
I've got no gearbox actuator.
Because I've not attached it.
Right, okay.
It needs a split pin, doesn't it?
Right, I've got split pins. I think.
Oh, it needs something that we broke when we took it off.
That's fine. Have you checked the pedal and make sure you accelerate? That's fine. Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah.
That's how I moved it.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Because I broke a brick doing it, and I had to drive over the pump.
That's fine. We'll get the emergency stop reattached. We'll get everything done on the engine.
Do you know what I'd do with the emergency stop? To be honest, and I've just said this to the camera. I'd just sack it off.
It takes 2 minutes to put it in.
We need another split pin,
I've
and you
got
need
one.
to be able to get your hands
I'll do that.
down there.
Don't worry.
Because the other option is just to put a wire in a switch that breaks the fuel pump connect.
Don't worry.
So because we've got that wire, so you could just mount a fucking button that's normally closed, and when you press it, it opens. The gurgling sound, that we was hearing, that we thought was oil, comes from here, which is the gearbox.
Gearbox is boiling.
So the gearbox might not have any oil in it. Yeah, because it's on that and it's a load of...
Yeah, it'll take me 2 minutes to put I have my split pins in the car.
I think it's a split pin, no, it's a circle pin.
No, it's a split pin that I took out, but the split pin was fucked, so it just snapped.
Yeah, we need a few.
That's fine, I've got some in the car.
So guys, well, Sean's been messing about with that lot. I have been doing the front floor wheelchair bay. He's done, and forward from like this point onwards is done. You see, it's a massive improvement. This is what it was like before, if not worse, and that's what we're up to now. So it's going well. Try 354. Turbo aspirated engine, happy with the turbo.
Hey?
It's funny that turbo aspirated engine, happy with the turbo. I can get to it. Emergency stop works.
Right. I might take some of this apart.
Oh, there's a surprise.
We're leaking from one of the fuel lines that comes out of the pump to one of the injectors.
Nice.
And the only way for me to access it is moving this panel, which is also attached to the fuel pump.
Yeah, it is. It's not attached very well though.
Because it's leaking out of that one down there. Yeah, we've got a leak out of that one. I'm pretty sure. So I don't think there's any way remotely possible. Oh, are we? Can we? Oh, maybe not.
Guys, so while Sean's doing that, this is what I've been doing. Oh, you can see, because I can't see the camera because it's upside down. And I'm facing it. Oh. Bit of Brillo pad. We've been using Microban 24 hours, keeps 99.9 bacteria up to 24 hours, multi-purpose clear, citrus scent. Citrus scent has no effect on this brush whatsoever because it stinks. But with a bit of agitation, it seems to work wonders on this floor. And then, because I'm out of blue roll, I've been using what is now this filthy pot. Engine starts. Rubbing the floor down like that. And that generates not the cleanest finish, but a massive improvement on what we had. Going back here. And out. There we go. Simple as that, and that makes it look a wee bit better.
Just a wee bit?
Just a wee bit. Oh, next section now, we'll move back a little bit before I run out of room. Could do with a bin liner to put my feet on. There we go. So I know the floor's going to get dirty, but it's just why it's wet that I'm just using this bin liner to not get footprints everywhere. There we go. Gotta clean the tatty bus up.
You know what we should do rather than lino if we're going to redo it?
What?
We should carpet it.
We have got a garden growing, you know, at the front.
Do we?
Yes.
Ah, well.
It needs taking care of.
No. That makes it a carbon neutral bus.
And the front window's falling out. Well, the dusty one is.
Air conditioning.
Look up there. Not seen this floor this clean in a while. Needs a bleach. Does need bleaching, but so guys, we got no smoke again. We got a little bit, but we're back to really where we were before, and it runs like it was before, which was it was misfiring before we started this, and it's still doing it. Let it get to temperature temperature, I reckon we might have a stuck cylinder ring. So once it's oiled and warmed up, it might free off again.
You want to throw some gearbox oil in it? Turn it off, throw some gearbox oil in it.
Set the level. It won't tell me on the controller until it's warm.
I'd say that was looking full. I can't see any on that.
It's somewhere on that level.
There's none on that.
It goes in here. Power.
Well, we've got more tank of fuel.
Probably.
Yeah. Here you go.
Which probably means it's nearly empty.
No, I don't think it does. Oh, it's bouncing. It's bouncing. Fucking hell.
Yeah, Dennis Dart fuel gauges were never
I'm
the
sure
best.
if we got Jordan.
Well, we could have nothing to everything to just over empty. We got a hole in the exhaust. You're not in reverse. Reverse interlock, dear boy. I know it's been a while since you've driven a bus. Oh. Cone. It's so good to see it moving through its own power again. Go on, Zach. Don't be too rough on the acceleration or braking. Remember, the tank's got nothing to stop it moving forward and backwards. Shaun doesn't drive buses now for a day job. What's that? Whoa! Whoa! You nearly had screws in the tyre. Go on! Just kiss the rock then. See that? Got out of the way. Do it. There's definitely a misfire there. It was fine then, And then did you see it? Yeah. It did a double pop then.
It didn't smoke much, did it?
No. Not until it's double pop.
Not far.
So that we might have a blocked injector again.
I fucking hope not.
But it might clear up as the temperature goes up.
Amateurs can repair a plus. I would now get it on our banding.
Yeah. We should have swept it first.
Pull it forward and sleep it. We got a brush?
Yeah, we got a brush.
I don't feel like standing here. Back in the fucking shed with that.
So it's just take a minute of your time, guys. If you like content like this where we get this old girl back on the road and ready, please do subscribe and make sure you press that bell icon so you don't miss out on anything. And if you're feeling really generous, you can give us a little bit of a membership. We have early access on memberships, directors only cuts and other bits and bobs on there. Just for you guys that want to help and support us. He was saying before he feels like he's back in the shed, we can truly make it like he's back in the shed. There's definitely one injector there that's not happy. We've got one injector that's not happy.
There's something that's not happy.
I don't think it's misfiring, I think it's in timing.
I think you put that gasket on that.
Me and Natalie put that on, it was on perfectly.
It should be fucking leaking, should it?
That'd be tight.
Eh?
If you tightened it up. I'd put them long ways across the mud. Like that, yeah. Because all this is going to stay dry, isn't it? Have you put it that way? If you put it that way, we're not lying on the mud.
No.
That's better. I think we have to do it this way. It's not leaking as bad as it did before.
Eh?
It's not leaking as bad as it did before.
No. It's not leaking bad enough now. It's up, there, it's there.
Yeah. At the moment, we're letting it idle up to temperature, but we don't know when it's at temperature because there's no temperature gauge fitted. Minor details there. Let's get it back in there again. surprise! Avoiding the copyright. This tatty bus. I'm gonna keep running with that until someone gets bored with it. But this tatty bus is, well, if you know this bit that we're just gonna sort out.
That one?
Yeah, the one for scrap. Yeah, that runs now. Is now looking a lot cleaner. Yeah, we've got to mop the floors and that. But as we had in the last video, the nut turned tap back on. Probably because it leaked.
Are you not going to tell them that Ripley's on the way?
Oh, you know, you spoilt the surprise.
Fuck's sake. Sorry.
I know. Yeah, we're getting there. We're looking a bit cleaner now. Once we've sorted these tools out, we'll get to work on another job. But it's all the rubbish that's come out of this bus. So, and there's another bag of it there. Yeah, there's a lot. So the other things that we're addressing today is Sean's just doing the door now down there. But while we've been tidying up, we've been discussing the things that we need officially for the business. Because obviously, as you well know, we operate as Mancbuses Limited, which enables us to collect donations and what have you. And it doesn't go on our personal taxes on its own. Yeah, it's more work for myself because I have to then do the thing, but because we're doing it like that, stuff like all the paint and stuff like that needs to be in a cabinet that's locked. It needs to have labels to say there's paint inside, it is highly flammable, explosive risks, you know, all the boring stuff that's got to go in there. So yeah, that's what else we've been discussing that we need. So we're going to have to get some stickers and maybe a bit more storage, because the paint cupboard is full currently. Because we need some of the tins to get the codes off, because the bus is going to need painting at some point again. But depending on how generous you are, depends on how we can do it. Because if we can raise enough money between memberships and all the other stuff that goes on, once we've finished restoring the bus and having the engine running properly, we could actually have it sent away to be professionally painted, and that would be absolutely banging. So other things that we need, while he's doing that, we'll have a quick walk round and I'll point out the things that do need doing that are on the list. So if I just climb over all this rubbish, so we need 2 mud flaps here at the back. We need to make the full plated arch and mud flaps, but we want some that say Dennis on. We want Dennis. Same at the front. The front has got mud flaps on it. I'm not going to nail that too much because it's full of this. But they've got the ones that I found on eBay on. They'll get left alone for now, but we do also want Dennis written on them. There's a few little bits that will need doing, attentioning. The front brakes, the wheels need taking off, the brake hubs need taking off, re-greasing, freeing up, what have you, and then hopefully readjusting, and that should make the front brakes much better. You won't be able to see it, but there will be a top plate in there that will need doing at some point. The front's not bad, it just needs painting basically again, and a few blemishes cleaning up, but other than that, it's not bad. This side's the same. Brakes will need doing on this side. Again, it's already got a mud flap, but we do have a little bit of corrosion in here, which, as you can see, I can pull that with my hand. That needs work. It should look a bit more like that side there. That will also need the top plate doing on this side. The top plate is what the airbags sit on. All this stripping along here needs doing, but we have the stuff to do that inside. The stuff that ADL provided fits in this new stuff okay, but the old stuff it doesn't. But we've got a bit of contact glue and we're going to see if we can glue it in so it looks finished. That will really finish the sides off. Obviously it needs a wash. We need this stripping down the window sides as well. Both sides we need that. This back's the same. It needs a mud flap being put in, manufactured to protect the tank from corrosion, so we don't end up where we were the other day. The other the last couple of months. Brakes will need doing on the back, although they are better on the back, so they're not a major concern. Probably might manufacture something to go in the front there to stop stuff from going forward and ruining that. This back bit has had a top plate done. You won't be able to see in, or you might be able to see in there. Just zoom in a bit. You can see the black top there between the airbag and the top plate and the top. You see the black rim. That's the top plate that's been replaced. So that has been done. The bag's been done, and that's all fine there. Going round to the back, this corner now needs attention after someone's hit it. Oh, that is quite an oil leak. The back needs, well, it needs degreasing really. It's an absolute state. Bumper needs putting back on properly. A few pipes need attaching, putting down. The electrical box needs work. It's all bits and bobs being done that need doing. We have a bit of fiberglass work here from when we had to push it about with the landy in the yard, but nothing major. Fiberglass work here, going up there, more fiberglass work and cleaning off, nothing major. Trim needs further down this window edge and across the bottom here. This is what this trim's supposed to look like, but as you see it just falls out. But with a bit of contact glue, I reckon that'll go in there nicely, comfortably. Right, put that down there like that. Right. So that's how that's supposed to look, and it's meant to look all the way along like that. Radiators are fine at the moment, touch wood. Back door's fine, just needs a bloody good clean. The switch works for the cab. The buzzer has been removed. We've removed that. And here you'll be able to see we're back at where we were once the camera adjusts. If we go to the right side, can we see the airbag in there? Yeah, we can. You see how there's not a black seal round that one? That's because that airbag is, top plate is knackered. Still works, but it's knackered, and that's the best we've got for a mud flap at the moment. As you see, most of the mud flap is missing. There is other work that needs to be done on this side chassis wise, but that it'll have to go away to have that done. It's safe at the moment, it's fine, it's sturdy, but if you notice this side sits a bit differently from that side, the other side. That's because the mount is knackered. It's safe, it's passed an MOT inspector's looked at it, he's happy with it, it's not going anywhere. But obviously for the bus to sit 100% true again, we'll have to get that replaced, and that's going to have to go away because part of the chassis is going to have to be cut away, welded in. And then obviously the mount needs to go back on perfectly, otherwise the bus won't track true and straight. So yeah, that's where we've got up to. And obviously the top needs painting still, because that's only been whitewashed, and the front even needs sanding off still. But you know, it is all work in progress, and the main of the work for the last couple of months has been to get this engine running and running right, as we weren't happy with it. Obviously we had the fuel pump problem, then after we got it running where we were a bit happier with it, we obviously still have an issue with it. It's still misfiring every now and again, but that could be a mixture of anything really, and hopefully with it idling a bit it should maybe clear up. If not, we do have a friend who is able to come look at it for us, and he'll be able to maybe advise a bit better, as he's spent his life working on these engines, maintaining these engines and doing the fuel systems on them for where he works, as they all mainly have Cummins engines, or did have Cummins engines. So yes, we have two people that can come and lend a hand with this. But yeah, we've got a few filters as well to do underneath. Gearbox needs sorting out on it. Bits and bobs. The list goes on and on and on. But it's drivable. It will pass an MOT once the leaks have been cleared up. It will pass an MOT with no problems. So for people to say it's tatty, it needs scrapping and stuff like that, There's no need. Why? The chassis underneath is mint for the MLT inspector. He's more than happy with the chassis underneath. So why scrap something that's good? Yeah, the engine's not great. The engine was remanufactured in 2005. It's probably due an overhaul. But for us with limited funds at the moment, we're not going to do that. We'll keep it running the best way we can. And maybe in the future, when we get a bit of money behind us and we can afford someone we could take the bus to someone and have the engine taken out and overhauled and have everything redone on it, then yeah, it'll be mint. The other thing I forgot to mention while we're at the back is we need a new exhaust. This exhaust is it's defunct. It works, it silences the engine.
Was it?
I don't know actually. I don't think it does much to the engine.
We can always do what we did to the B10.
What, just take it off?
Yeah.
Well, before we take it off, should we get one to replace it first?
Yeah, after problems we had with B10, yeah.
Yeah, let's get one to replace it first. But these exhausts, it's only the B10 silencer was like a nuclear missile.
Yeah, no,
this one's much, and they still use the same silencers on the modern stuff. It's just that they have the AdBlue system going through it first. So silencers for these tend to bob these. I know the shed sold one to MX-04 for 100 quid, but Callum never paid it. So it never went on because I was meant to put it on. Didn't he sell us what? He sold us one as well, didn't he, for 314?
So
317.
317, yeah.
That we put on.
About 80 to 100 quid.
Yeah. And that
was just one to take him round.
Yeah, and that uses the same exhaust, so not a problem.
But it shows how easy we can get parts for this bus. We've found, you know, we've got fuel pump, we've started motor. Yes, we've had a bit of luck in, but we've got them.
The fuel pump wasn't that simple, let's be honest.
Well, it's more finding the right one. Was the hardest part.
At a decent price.
Yeah. And it still cost us an arm and a fucking leg. Well, it cost me an arm and a leg.
I will add, we're paying him back. It hasn't actually cost the business. This is what we mean. The business is, yes, we do all this and it all helps, but we've still had to put out 500 quid of our own money.
Yeah.
So it's not the case that we're asking you to go, you pay for the project. We're not asking that at all. We still throw money at this.
Yeah. Oh, we're throwing waste, you know.
But what we would say is if we manage to get enough where the rent is paid, which is £168 every 4 weeks.
Even just half the rent.
Yeah. So we're aiming really for about 60 quid off YouTube every month, and a bit off Patreon, and the progress on the bus, because I know you all want it finished. We want it finished, so we can get it to shows, we can show it off, we can be proud of what we've done. So just getting some of the rent paid and that little bit of help, even if you just donate a fiver every now and once in a blue moon, it all makes this difference.
Even if we had 20 people doing £1 each,
yeah,
you know, £1 isn't too much. You know, going £1 each, you know, that helps tremendously. You know, today you should have seen the look on me and Jordan's faces when we connected everything back up, and it runs on its own. It runs beautifully. It drives. It moves. You know, we've turned it round. That's an accomplishment in itself.
Yeah, but you can settle. We don't have a membership for the £1 anymore, but you can set it up on the donation link via the website to just put £1 in, and we actually then get the full £1. If you do it via membership, we don't get the full £1. But yeah, every £1 counts, and like I said, we aren't asking you to fund the project. We'll always be throwing money at this because it's what it is. Whether it's in fuel, in maintenance, you know,
time.
Yeah. Look at it when we got new tyres for the front. These beautiful tyres which I've only seen a couple of hours on the road essentially. That was 200 odd quid for a set of tyres.
That's just for two?
Yeah, and then we had to get them fitted. And that was all well. And we've got another tyre we need at the back at some point. It all adds up. So if you can just spare £1, head to Mancbuses.com, click on membership and donations. Go in there, at the bottom there's a PayPal one. You can do it via PayPal, or you can become a member where you'll get the early access and other bits and bobs to go with it. We do try and post as much as possible in there, but you understand the director's stuff and stuff like that. We don't always have it. We only come here once a week at the moment. We may pop in maybe twice. I think last week I was here a couple of times. But it's all just down to money and what we've got to do. So, yeah. Let's crack on. Thank you for listening for that. So guys, while that time lapse has been going, it's still going now. We're just going through this assortment of tools. What we've just said is when we started this game back, or when I started it back, God, whenever I had the V10, it's about 4 or 5 years ago.
Well, it's been, I've been here, I've been with you for 4.5, 5 years.
Yeah.
I first met you when I started the stage show, that was November 2018.
Yeah, so
4.5 years with me and you.
Yeah, I started this with a cheap set of screwdrivers and then a set of spanners that are cobbled together. I don't think I had sockets back then. I don't think. But yeah, the amount of tools that we have accumulated. We've got all this in here, and this is what the money gets spent on. A lot of it, hardware and tools. Spanners, that drawer, we've got that drawer with even more in it. We've got all this here, all this here.
There's some stuff at iron pressure as well.
Now we've got a drawer full of miscellaneous sockets and pads and what have you. We've got a drawer full of stuff. We've accumulated quite a lot over the years, and it's not cheap. And yeah, he's just got more from outside. So yeah, this is a lot of, some of it's specialist gear, some of it's not specialist. Yeah, but a lot of it is just what we need to do the jobs essentially. And when we're doing a lot of it ourselves, it's what it takes. You know that goes through into the engine bay.
Yeah, but you've just left it still halfway out.
That's probably because it didn't go any further. It goes through the firewall.
Yeah, I know it does. Yeah, the other two go through the bottom.
Might be stuck on something.
Probably is. Right.
So yeah, there's a lot of specialist kit in here as well. So, but if you're thinking of coming and trying nicking it, don't bother. It's all traced and locked away.
Yeah, it's secure, it's insured.
So, before any of you get an idea. But yeah, we don't mind, we're not shy of spending a bit of money on some tools when we need to. It's what needs to be done when we need tools essentially.
Can't do anything if you've got no tools.
No. I think we went through a stage, didn't we, where we was getting cheap tools and shit, and now we just go full out. We got Draper, Clark, Laser. They're still the cheap brands, but I will say something. They've never let us down. They are mint tools for the prices they are. Beats paying snap-on prices.
Yeah. And majority of them you still get a lifetime warranty.
Yeah. And the abuse we put them through. I mean, okay, in a garage when you're doing it all the time, but you know, we're not exactly very soft with our tools. We do go for it. So.
Well, is it a silver socket for an impact? That's right, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah. We spent years doing silver sockets for impacting. Yeah, these are Blue Spot. These are fantastic.
Oh, they've cut this beautiful.
They cost us $32.39 from Machine Mart, and yeah, they've been fantastic. We've got a torque wrench. We do need a smaller one for some of the smaller ones, but that's Draper. 30 newton meters minimum, maximum of 210 newton meters. So essentially, that's nearly. It's only 100 newton meters off what the wheels should be torqued to. That's how high that goes up. I think that's Clark. That's Clark. It looks a bit tatty, but That's black.
That works well, that's beautiful. That.
That is good, that. And that's got a lifetime guarantee on it. So yeah. That's my sales pitch anyway for the tools that we have. We obviously use Ryobi as well. Ryobi, we could do with a stronger impact, but Ryobi's been pretty fucking good.
It does the job for what we need. The majority of the jobs.
It's better than the Black & Decker.
Yeah. You know, a nice Milwaukee impact would be very nice, but
yeah.
I'm not paying the prices.
No. What's that? Battery that. But before we go, please do check out our memberships. You can find all the links down below. All our socials are down below as well now. And thank you so much for watching. Please do like, comment and subscribe. And press that bell icon. Subscribing is very important. You get to see more of two amateurs essentially preserving a bus and keeping it on the road.
Amateurs, is that what we're calling us?
Yeah. So, preserving the history for the future generations. So,
what, 25 years old, is she still going strong?
Something like that.
Yeah.
1998.
1998, 25 years.
Yeah. So, thanks for watching. See you next time for our next excitement instalment of Project 114.